Guardians game end up, by the way? Oh, 2-1 over the Twins. They avoid the sweep. And then they go out west with their heads held high. They start up tomorrow night in Anaheim against the Angels. That is the first of 4 there. 9:38 is the pitch tomorrow night. And then they'll head up the road to play the Giants in San Francisco and then be back here a week from Friday to play the Rangers. In the waning days of the regular season, will your Cleveland Guardians win 70 games? Yeah, probably just under the wire, right? Right now they're at 67 and 73. So they'll clear 500. They'll drag it across the line. But they will, you said they will not be in contention for the postseason, right?
I mean, it would take
mathematically
a serious, like, for the Twins to really crap the bed and the Guardians to go on a historic run, but they're like 7 games.
Tear, yeah.
I think they're 7 games back right now, or 6 games back.
I'm just happy because they announced today that my White Sox have made it into the postseason.
No, I don't think they did.
I heard it was a statement from White Sox legend Jim Thome. You ever heard it? Are you familiar with him?
Yes. He's,
he said, despite our organization,
legend and Hall of Famer.
Listen, they had to put a statue of him here because they knew he's never going to be back in town. So I understand it. It's like a giant voodoo doll. I understand. A giant totem, if you will, to his accomplishments here as an Indian. But the statement today from the White Sox, despite our organization being at 53 and 86, we see a clear path to the postseason. And I think that speaks volumes to the tenacity of people. That's how you get a fan base who puts guns in their fat folds when they go to a ball game. Yeah. Oh, you can bring in waters at your stadium? Cool. Oh, I can bring in a couple of sandwiches? Awesome. Do you have people putting guns in their fat folds? Didn't think so. Boy, I got a lot of texts on Poundcake's Snoop Dogg was corny.
He is. My brother said it, and I agree.
You guys talking about hip-hop is the same as Bill talking country or Mary talking metal. Well, we're just throwing it around. I mean,
I'm just trying to defend.
We are admittedly not hip-hop
I am not a hip-hop guy, but I wouldn't go as far to call Snoop Dogg corny.
Yeah, somebody said, the guy who was put on trial for murder is corny. Sure.
I didn't say he as a person is corny. His flow is corny. No one has give me a verse. Give me a song where he killed the verse. Like, ooh, where it's not, he's not rapping with something very easy to the rhyme, or like he's not rhyming with something very generic. Like it's ridiculous.
Well, let me just read people's comments to you here. Snoop had a slow, laid-back style that was juxtaposed with his violent lyrics in a way that worked. There's a difference between putting out good songs with the production of Dr. Dre and being a great lyricist. Nothing But a G-Thang is one of the most respected songs in hip-hop.
Not talking about songs.
But he's got verses on those songs.
Give me the verse. Give me the
Bro,
lines.
I don't know the lines.
These people
but they're
do.
there. But they're you go read them. You can Google lyrics.
True hip-hop heads will also say Andre 3000. You have to understand the true criteria of a hip-hop GOAT. Yeah, I'll tell you what, boy. Outkast, when I saw them, when they reunited years ago, that was wild.
That's pretty cool. I got to see them live.
At ACL. It was awesome. It's rare that I agree with Poundcake, but he's absolutely spot on about Snoop. His rhymes are weak, especially against his 90s counterparts. Without Dre, the world would have never embraced Snoop, period. Snoop was the original Waka Flocka Flame. He was a hype man at best. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, catchy songs don't mean this is the same thing when we talk about today's talent. Like,
so you're saying his bars are weak.
His bars are weak, but that like Bad Baby. I don't think that she's a good rapper, but damn, These Hoes is a really good song. That's a good song.
Well, because it was produced well.
Yeah, and you want to have a producer, and that's the thing. I don't understand why he doesn't. It's probably because of his image. They can't have him come out like doing what Twista does or what Busta Rhymes does.
Yeah, because he's like a Pee Wee football coach now, and he's hanging out with Martha Stewart, and
so I don't think he has the ability to do that if he wanted to. But I
got the verse for you. This is gonna you're gonna feel real stupid. I forgot about this one. His verse in California Girls with Katy Perry. Case closed.
Okay, read it.
You know it.
Where are the lyrics here? I can't get the lyrics to come up.
I can type it in. I'll find it.
Greetings. Let's take a journey. Where's Snoop? Snoop.
Be like, California.
Sun Kiss. No. West Coast.
I got it.
Tone, tan, fit, and ready. Turn it up because it's getting heavy. Wild, wild West Coast. These are the girls I love the most. I mean like she's the one. Kiss her, touch her, squeeze her buns. Girl's a freak. She drive a Jeep and live on the beach. Come on. This guy's awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. Also, I don't know what makes anything good in hip hop because
I'm okay. I won't play. I love the Bay just like I love L.A., Venice Beach, and Palm Springs. Summertime, everything. Homeboys banging out. All that ass hanging out. Bikinis, zucchinis, martinis.
Oh yeah, this is incredible.
Hey, come on.
Katie,
this is
my
the best
lady.
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's all good.
And look at here, baby. We all up on you. Because we're representing California. Yay!
All right. Well, hold on. Let me get to Snoop here.
Yeah, get to.
Hold on. I didn't know it was spelled G-U-R-L-S.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a different
Tripped
time.
me up there. That is a good song, by the way. This is Katy Perry.
This song's a banger. Yeah.
She's just bouncing her jubblies.
Wild, wild West Coast. These are the girls I love the most. I mean the ones. I mean like she's the one. Kiss her, touch her, squeeze her buns. The girl's afraid she drive a Jeep and live on the beach. I'm okay, I won't play. I love the Bay, just like I love LA, Venice Beach, and Palm Springs. Summertime is everything. Homeboys banging out. All that just like hanging out. Bikinis, zucchinis, martinis, no weenies, just the king and the queen.
No weenies.
But isn't the true test if you can freestyle? And I thought he was an awesome freestyler.
Flo Rida. You know what? There needs to be a versus battle. Him and Flo Rida. Who's got the better songs? Because they're both. He's just as commercial as Flo Rida.
Well, I don't have any
Or
problem with
Pitbull.
commercial, but my question is, I thought freestyling, like Eminem, that's kind of how he made his bones. And I thought Snoop was like a legendary freestyler.
I never heard him freestyle. I could be wrong on that, but I've never heard him.
Have you ever heard Bad Behavior freestyle?
These hoes, they wake up, they messy. They run in their mouth, they so petty. These hoes, they feed off attention. 0 time, that's what I give 'em. I ain't nothing like these hoes. Don't compare me to no one. Money green like a CeeLo.
What?
There was a one talking about her mattress sleep on the floor. Your Maybach got repoed. It was like these hoes.
But that's what every one of those songs is. It's like a trap beat, and then they just go da 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 da.
I'm in a Maybach. Hershey got repoed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, good for her.
Sends me chills.
She made $1 million in 6 hours on OnlyFans
That's what I'm saying.
when she first went on a couple of weeks ago.
Carl Nassib, I got your next.
No,
What
that was
do
like
you
a
think
year. That was like
is
a while
going to
ago.
happen when you happen to steal somebody's car that decides that they're going to drop a hammer on you and prosecute you to the full extent of the
Then
law?
I do my time in jail. Jail ain't nothing. That's what I always do, and they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
She's talking about the audience, that they're laughing at her.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Dr.
They
Phil.
just saw you, the hoes are laughing at you.
The hose.
That was a meme.
Now
by
she's got
itself.
the same net worth as Dr. Phil.
Yes. God bless her. This guy's working his ass off his whole life. She's 13 and gets rich from his show. That's not on anymore, right? Didn't Dr. Phil retire?
I think so.
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yep. Catch me outside.
Imagine you're a woman in the audience and you're looking around like, I just came to see Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I
man.
didn't know.
I'm a hoe.
They don't
I'm
tell
a
us who's going to
I'm
be
a
on.
hoe.
Like,
Come
we don't-
on. What do you mean I'm a hoe?
The audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yep. Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside?
Catch her outside, and she'll go outside and do what she has to do.
I love the
This is
mom.
not-
The mom's translating. Yeah.
She speaks Poundcake.
That means she'll catch you outside. That means she'll catch a body later on, Dr. Phil.
No cap.
Oh,
So
so
you want to take
No cap.
this outside? Because I think they can bring cameras outside.
Really? Because I think I flipped you.
You want to do it again?
Danny, don't get all tough. Please don't. This is not the place,
Hey,
and this is not
sit
the time.
down.
Sit down.
All right, then.
sit down.
This
Flip me
is,
now.
this is not the place to get tough. Oh, it's great. She's the best.
America. That's when everything started changing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
with
that's
bad behavior.
Bad behavior. When
Yeah.
she went, because the thing is, like, it wasn't it like a replay where people
Yes.
posted
yeah.
it
It was a
and then-
rerun that
Yeah.
people
But it
just
was only
caught
from a
onto it.
few months before. It's just
Right.
nobody took notice of her when it first aired.
Mm-hmm. That's when everything started getting weird.
No, it was weird before that. There was,
What year was that? Was like
2017.
2017.
I would say Vine
When-
was a thing. Like,
when was Harambe? That was also a big moment.
oh, I didn't mind that.
Well, you just like the D's out.
Well, they were, paying their respects. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't just let them go out like that.
She made, she said that she made $50 million on OnlyFans.
Who's to know, though?
She posted like an
She
earnings
posted
page
like
or something.
receipts. Yeah, like
She literally had receipts.
God damn it, Alan. I told you we have a pigeon coop and the birds are real because we raised the pigeons. Stole the eggs from the mother and raised them. Damn it, birds are real.
Gay Tom sent me a clip over there on Channel 3. And they were talking, here, I'll show this to you. Talking to a little crosstalk between the anchor, who looks like he's in his house.
And Matt, did I hear you correctly when you said there was some sort of pterodactyl flying in front of our cameras just a while ago?
Jacob's, that view from the shores, I don't know if this is shores from a prehistoric, Pangea or something, but yeah, some giant creature went by. I just hope all the folks walking out there are okay this evening.
Yeah, I do too, and I hope you can identify exactly what that was. I'm sure all.
I mean, obviously they're being cheeky, but I think multiple people have identified what those things are. They're herons or cranes or something.
I got a friend that got hooked on heron.
A heron. Uh-huh. You can always leave us messages on the After Hours line, too. That, of course, came in through the iHeartRadio app. But our After Hours line is 216-986-8903.
Hi, Alan. It's another Mike from Parma. Last night I was watching the Guardians game with my wife and 11-year-old son, and Bo Naylor hit a home run. I turned toward them and said, Bo Naylor's real first name is Bosif. They believed me for a total of about 7 seconds. Thanks to the Alan Cox Show brand and style of comedy, I thought I was the funniest person in the household for about 35 seconds. In conclusion, baseball.
Oh, that's the end. Okay. In conclusion, baseball. What do you say, Bofus Naylor?
Bosif.
Bosif?
Like Joseph. Bosif.
Yeah. His real name's Bosif. That is fun. That's a fun move to tell people.
I love that.
His real name is Frankelheimer.
I was talking with when Steve Harwell died. I was like, well, his real name actually is Smash You Mouthison.
He took a stage name.
Yeah.
He goes, nobody can identify with Smashu Harthison.
Mouthison.
Smashu Mouthison. You got to go by Steve Harwell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And then luckily he ended up in a band called Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Which is coincidence.
Alan Snoop doesn't write his raps. Is that true?
I don't know. Someone told me he wrote all the raps that on a Dre album. So I don't know.
Yeah. Snoop is
I'm
really
not
good
that-
at Call of Duty. Somebody said.
There you go.
Yeah. The worst example of a Snoop lyric is still a decent lyric. Song called Red Light, Green Light from Limp Bizkit. Oof, boy. I got to tell you, I think the thing that I like about Snoop the most is that he certainly doesn't seem to be judgmental about collaborators. Like Elton John is one of these guys who's been around for 100 years, and he's still so utterly engaged in music.
Mm-hmm.
He's always super generous to young up-and-coming artists where it would be so easy. Artists who barely know who the guy is, right? But he's like, oh my God, Olivia Rodrigo is so good and so talented. Now, that might be a strategic thing too. It's smart if you're an older artist to talk about how great some up-and-coming artist is. you can kind of rub off on each other a little bit. But Elton John is one of these guys who, even if it wasn't a kind of music he was into, he just loved artists and musicians. And Snoop, listen, Snoop might be picking up the phone and going, nope, and putting the phone down. Sure doesn't seem like it, though. I think if you got enough to pay him, you can put Snoop on anything. I guess I just never thought about his cred. Poundcake has really opened my eyes to Snoop.
Oh, my brother opened my eyes.
Whose real name, by the way, is Snoop Wade Doggington, which I think is very, very, it's illuminating all the way around. Alan, maybe he's like Nikki's Six, not an amazing bassist, but a great presence and legendary cred from the life he lived. Yeah, it's like Gene Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can play bass for Kiss. It's not tough. But, he's an outsized personality. Who knows?
But they all are definitely, when you put them in the same category as those guys, definitely not anyone going to call them the best that ever did it.
Yeah.
So that's actually a solid comparison.
So my son the other day said exactful instead of specific. And that made me think of Cody, because that sounds like something he would say. This is Megan from Grafton. Have a good day. Love me, love you, hate the show.
Said exactful? What? Did you say exactful?
No, she just said it would remind, it sounds like something he could say.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Of specific. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Exactful.
Love me, love you, hate the show. I like that new edition.
So good.
All right, I'm going to take a break here. You want to get the last word in? Send me a text, 35192. You're going to get the Corey Roddick experience after 6:30 tonight. Now that the Guardians game is over, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play the